Greetings to everyone from wherever you are. Flying Val here. This video is the second part of the repair/upgrade of the strat that I built when I was a teenager. In this video I will go through pictures explaining what I did. So without further ado, let's get into it. Obviously I started by taking the neck off and removing the hardware from the headstock. I then used an iron to warm up the glue and remove the fretboard. And here is the culprit. The truss rod, obviously, needed to be replaced. I ordered a new one and I kept the neck straight until it arrived, and it definitely was. I proceeded to do the cheapest mod possible. I removed the gloss from the back of the neck. That way, my hand can move faster up and down the neck. I checked to see if the fretboard was straight, and thankfully it was. And it was time to take care of the frets. I was relieved to see that after some cleaning they did not need to be replaced, as replacing the frets in a glossy maple fretboard is a pain, plain and simple. I marked the high frets, leveled them, and then marked again for the crowning process. And here is my trusty crowning tool. This is the thin line that shows the fret is ready and crowned, and then cleaning and polishing was a must. I then went on to remove the broken nut and replace it with a Graphtec black task nut. Graphtec nuts always come a bit bigger, so I went on and adjusted it, and it was a perfect fit. As soon as everything was taken care of, it was time for the neck to be put back together. The new truss rod was a perfect fit and no adjustments were needed. Then the neck got glued, but it left some small gaps as shown in the picture. These gaps needed to be filled. And everything was good. I couldn't leave the filled gaps without any clear coat, so I went on and clear coated the neck, and as soon as it dried, I removed the gloss with the thin sandpaper again. And here is the final product. Glossy fretboard, matte neck. It's quite obvious that when I was a teenager, I didn't know as much as I do now in my mid-30s about guitars and science, as the body had no conductive paint or tape around the electronics. This needed to be rectified. Same went for the pickguard. I then upgraded the electronics. And then I had to decide on the pickups, so I opened the pickup graveyard. The neck pickup was an easy choice, as it hit me as soon as I opened the box. No, I'm not talking about the invader on the upper right of the screen, but about the P90. There was a small problem though. It was gold, so I removed the cover and the screws, replaced them with chrome ones, and then some lacquer potting for good measure. I also did not use the pickup springs and replaced them with some small gas tubes, as I did with the Vagoscaster. So far so good. Now it was time for the bridge pickup. I used a rail high output pickup and replaced the switch with a Goldo, as the other selector was not the Fender I thought it was. It was some unknown brand and it was a cheap one, so it had to go. The Fender one was a 5-way and my memory did not serve me well on that one. Here is the finished pickguard, fully loaded and ready to go. I replaced the die-cast tuners with lock-in tuners, and here it is. As you see, I didn't fix the scratches, bumps and anything that was worn out, as I wanted it to look exactly as it was when I first built it, with all its imperfections and all. All in all, it was fun and it brought back so many good memories. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, have a good one and cheers!